Srikanth Kondapalli is a professor of Chinese studies at Jawaharlal Nehru University. He joins us now from New Delhi. Really good to have you back with us, Professor. We know the SCO started out as somewhat of a regional bloc focused on Central Asia. It's now expanded greatly. Do you see this organisation as a means to perhaps challenge US dominance in that region and elsewhere?
Thank you, Oscar, for having me on the show. Yes, indeed, there has been a kind of bloc that has been created in the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Whether that will stand up to the United States is not very clear. In the previous summit meetings in Astana, in other places, Dushanbe, etc., there was the questioning of the NATO and its role in ISAF role in Afghanistan before. But we have not seen a concerted effort by the SCO to counter the United States very explicitly. There is a mention about hegemony and power politics and also the blocs, etc. But there is a reluctance to name the US in many of the summit meetings of the SCO. This is partly because of the globalization. This is also partly because of the markets that are being spread and energy. The SCO is known for energy producers and energy consumers on a large scale, like Russia, like Kazakhstan as producers, while consumers, China is the largest consumer with nearly 580 million tons of oil being imported. India is the fourth largest consumer in the world. So there is the energy club that provides for some kind of sustenance in this sector. SCO is also known for counterterrorism, and there is a dialogue mechanism under the RATS, Regional Anti-Terrorist Structure. It also has links with the other international organizations in countering terrorism and also actively participate in the 1267 Committee of the United Nations Security Council. The third area, of course, is multipolarity, where the United States' role is addressed by the SCO states. And in this 25th meeting hosted in Tianjin, there was the effort to have an SCO development bank. There is also the Chinese new global governance initiative. In addition to the previous 3-4 years ago, they have GCI, GSI, GDI, Global Security Initiative, Global Development Initiative, and Global Civilizational Initiative. So now one more has been added, GGI, Global Governance Initiative. So they wish to influence the global governance structures. And specifically, Foreign Minister Wang Yi mentioned about the in 10 years' time, they will be able to create multipolar world order. This is basically targeted against the United States when they mention about multipolarity. And so this is, to an extent, it is to counter the United States, but there is no explicit mention of the United States in many of the SCO summit meetings, including the current one.
That's right. And Professor, as you say, Washington hasn't been specifically name-checked in any of the official communiques from the SCO. But in one of their final statements, member states did say that they oppose trade measures that break World Trade Organization rules. Do you believe this is pointing to Donald Trump's trade war and the tariffs that he has imposed on some of the group's key members, including India and China?
Yes, the elephant in the room is obviously the United States. The Trump administration has imposed a lot of tariffs on every other country. And there is some ongoing negotiations with China with a 90-day reprieve that was provided recently. But for other countries across the globe, there has been punitive tariffs, retaliatory tariffs in terms of their relations with Russia. and there are also the sanctions imposed on Russia, nearly 18,000 of these on Russia. So it is quite clear that the United States is the messaging is clear here, and the target is the United States, but there is no explicit mention of the United States as a target. So it means basically that they were reluctant to clearly identify the United States. But everybody knows that it is the United States which is the target of this grouping right now.
And we know the SCO is just one of several global alliances and regional blocs who are right now attracting more and more interest from countries who are being sidelined by the United States, particularly under the current Trump administration. Do you believe, as Trump continues to isolate members of the international community, we will see more cooperation with organizations such as the SCO?
It's quite possible. The SEO is also jockeying for influence and positioning itself as an alternative platform against the United States. Having said that, many of these countries which are joining the SEO are also weighing options. Which one could provide them with an enhancement in their national interest, but more specifically in terms of the economic goods and services. That is still the focus. A third element is to protect themselves from any unilateral moves by the US administrations. Since the Bush administration in 2001, that has been the effort, and I think they are trying to protect themselves as a part of the grouping.
Okay, Professor Srikanth Kondapalli, it's really good to get your analysis as always. Thank you.